It is currently Miku Monday. Tag your friends to totally Miku them. Oh my god, it's only noon. Ooh, upward. Let's hope that the match is still starting because, ooh boy, that would be fun. How the hell do I have a higher score on Spy than Sniper? How do I have that low of a score on Soldier? Okay. Meek F2? True. It is in fact Miku Monday. You know, that's interesting. On the capture, my cursor is smaller than it actually is. That's interesting. You know what, actually? I think for Miku Monday, I want to go for a double barrel for the twin tails. That's good. That probably has sense. Interesting. Maybe it's because I might be running the capture at a lower resolution. I forget. Why did I try? Oh no. Ow. Oh, Brass Beast Heavy with a medic pocket. Ooh. Interesting. We need a spy to stab the medic and the heavy in the back. Ow. New Miku lore, Miku's twin tails are a shotgun. This is true. Everyone knows this. How the fuck? You know what? I think Candy Cane might not be a bad idea for this setup because some longer-term sustain would be nice. Fuck. Nope, that is an uber heavy. Nope, not dealing with that. Oh! Okay. How are you not dead? Okay, so here's, there's no official Minecraft Miku collab yet. That is surprising. I'll grab that health pack real quick. Ow. Yeah, that right there is the issue with the Candy Cane. The Candy Cane, what it does is it drops a health pack on kill, which is nice. The issue is that, well, you take more explosive damage. And what that does is it means that one direct pipe from Demo Man kills you instantly. Which is, not good. It makes you take more damage from Soldier as well, obviously. Yeah, anything that does explosive damage kills you much worse. It is not fun. And it is very, it's not exactly a well-designed weapon for that reason. But to be fair, it's not, like, terrible, but it also has a lot more problems than people would like to say. Not the black box. I want the beggar's bazooka now. I had no idea someone was even behind me when I used this. That's awesome. Helps roll out a little bit faster. The reason I'm equipping the beggars is because it helps take out buildings faster by having a bunch of fucking rockets all in the chamber at once. That scout literally walked directly into that. Ow. One of the many, not poorly... TF2 is fantastic at, making weapons that are just, like, in 9 cases out of 10, yeah, they're fine, but they've got major issues. Ow. Okay, I'm going back to Scout. What the fuck did I just watch that soldier do? That was the most insane pogo I have ever seen. That was less of a pogo and more of a slide. The fuck? Ow. Here's the thing, I don't think that weapon is poorly designed. I think it has good and bad aspects. I think, the main issue just comes from the fact that in some cases it is a direct upgrade, and in some cases it's not. I feel like, in general, it makes more sense to, try to make weapons even across the board, no matter, like, what the circumstance is. I feel like that is it's typically a better way to balance things. But it's not, like, the biggest issue in the world. There are plenty of weapons that are horrifically balanced. Like, so poorly balanced that it is genuinely atrocious. I would say that one of the biggest examples of a horribly... Sniper has one of the genuinely worst balanced weapons in all of history, and that is the Girardi. The Girardi is basically just like... It is a counter to everything, and you lose nothing by equipping it. And because of it, it makes the melee slot always the Bushwhacker. Because it pairs so perfectly, it makes it a literal direct upgrade. So having direct upgrades to some weapons is fine, but only if you can't just buy them, you have to earn them. No, TF2 has done its damn best to not have any more, direct upgrades. They've stopped doing that. They've stopped being pay to win in most cases. There are some aspects that are still 100% pay to win. But overall, it is genuinely so much better than it used to be, where having cosmetic sets used to give you an actual advantage in game. Yeah, it was real bad for a while. There is only one direct upgrade in the entire game, and because of the weapon that it is a direct upgrade to, it doesn't even matter. The one direct upgrade is the 3rd degree, which is a pyro melee. And what it is, it's the stock fire axe, but anytime you melee hit, if a medic's, healing beam is connected to you, it attacks the medic too. The thing is, it is... The fire axe on pyro is one of the worst choices for a weapon in the entire game. And this is because of one very simple thing. Pyro is a class that excels at close-range damage. There is literally no situation where pulling out your fire axe is a better idea than just using your flamethrower. It just does not make any sense. Pyro's melee slot is typically used for utility, such as the back scratcher gives a health bonus on when you kill with it, and ow, that is a direct hit. And the power drac is the most used pyro melee, which gives you a speed bonus when it's deployed, but it also doesn't, what's the term? It also gives you a damage vulnerability while you have it out, so it's not, like, a direct upgrade. But it does its job as a utility. Because of that, literally no one cares that the 3rd degree is a direct upgrade because, well, there's no reason to use it. The Solemn Vow used to be a direct upgrade on Medic, but they changed it to have a slightly lower firing speed than the basic Bonesaw. And what it did was it, for Medics, while you had it equipped, you could see enemy health. And did this matter? Yeah, a little bit. It let you know which targets to prioritize, which is genuinely a good thing to have, but there is literally no reason to use any medic melee other than the Uber Saw. What the Uber Saw does is if you hit an enemy with your melee, you get Uber. Yeah, it's incredibly balanced. Oh, I just realized that was an enemy team. Sounds very fair. To be fair, it gives... The main purpose for it is, essentially, if you make... It's basically a get-out-of-jail-free card for Medic, where if you are being dove by people repeatedly, hold on. How has no one realized that that is an enemy? Where did they go? Okay, that's an Uber. Okay. Leaving. Ah. What was it that I was thinking? Basically, if you're being dove as a medic and you have no one to defend you, all you have to do is, hit someone, and if you are lucky and hit enough times to charge an Uber, then you can Uber and evacuate from where you were at. Which, it is actually a good idea. Like, it makes sense. It just so happens that people abuse it, so it's a bit unfair. So yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not great. It could definitely be worse. Holy crap, okay. Ow. So yeah, not overpowered, but it can be used in scummy ways that make things a little bit shitty. That's the best way to describe it. Ow. But yeah, the general concept for all unlocks in this game is that you don't want anything to be pay to win, so the best way to handle that is by making everything have upsides and downsides. And sometimes it goes better and sometimes it goes worse. Sometimes it's not perfect and sometimes it works perfectly. It's like, in my opinion, like, things like the bizarre bargain, like the family business, the panic attack, they're all very good side grades because they don't do everything that the stock does and do it better. They just have different use cases. And are better in some ways, worse in others, and that's fine. And then you have the fucking kunai, which, that is a direct upgrade. In spite of what the numbers tell you, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you have slightly less health to start out with as a spy. It does not. It's like, oh no, you die to one Demo Man pipe instead of two. When is there ever just one Demo Man pipe? Demo Man's entire thing is spam. That is his purpose. There is no reason... Like, it's so stupid. It's like, if you get hit with a rocket as spy, you're going to die. Like, it's not a... The bullet is slightly more fragile, so it's fair. Yeah. It's so stupid. You're just rewarded for playing the class normally. It is genuinely a terribly designed weapon. It makes no sense to me how it was allowed to go through like it is. I like people's idea of making it still have the like lower health, bump it up a little bit, and make it so that it has a longer melee range. So it's like in design it would be more similar to like a throwing knife. That sounds cool, you know, give it like the range of like an Eyelander sword for demo, then you have something that actually, like, makes sense. It's just like, oh yeah, that's fair. Like, you trade a little bit of health for more melee range, but you don't have instantly... You don't become the highest fucking HP class in the game. You actually have less health, you're more vulnerable, but you have additional, freaking, like, range. That makes sense to me. I don't know. My opinions on game balance are probably... Like, personally, I think Uber is a terribly designed mechanic that just, like, what the fuck were they thinking? So, I don't know. I know that confuses a lot of people, but I think playing against people who are invulnerable and getting that for free, essentially, like, it's kind of boring. I prefer, like, the Crits Krieg and, like, basically every other Medigun side grade, because I'm just like, they're not invincible. You can still kill them. Like, yes, the Vaccinator can be annoying, but, like, you can actually, like, play around it. Ow. That is... Okay, I just saw where our teleporter is. What the fuck? Okay, there is death abundant over there. Ow. The hell? Is there someone here? Did I walk into a spy and not realize it? Oh, that's invulnerable. Okay. Ow. What the fuck happened there? Oh, you know what? I think they have a freaking, yeah, they have a sentry, so it just knocked me into outer space. That's fair. Damn, I was really expecting someone to be there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for us. Oh shoot, maybe I should probably, you know what, let me go to my Tomislav. Ow. They have a spy. Okay. Oh, that's bad for me. Oh, the Iron Curtain. Does that dude have the Markiplier mustache? Okay, I honestly... I know the Tomislav is kind of the best minigun because it has the best, like, range. I'm not feeling it. Maybe it's because of the fact it's silent, which is actually an upgrade, but it just feels wrong. I'm like, ugh. Uh-oh. Sandwich. Oh, shit, Uber. Markiplier did used to play TF2. That was a thing that he did. That isn't, like, a bit. Like, apparently he was a medic main, which is pretty neat. Because he thought it was really funny to be an insane doctor. Ow. He is right, medic is funny. Yes, very. You know what, actually? I've been inspired. It is time for the... Oh, well, never mind. I guess not. Hell yeah, Lollichop. Fun fact. The Lollichop is the only weapon in TF2 that almost caused an economic, that almost got someone investigated for insider trading. We love you, Elmaxo. It's a shame that you're no longer around. And surprisingly not because of... fraud. He just got tired of making videos. Of course it was. Because it is a weapon that is a direct downgrade from another, they were like, you know what would be funny? You know what would be really funny? What if this one weapon that's worth like 15 cents on the market What if we all just started hoarding them and buying them and and just use them in every match and make them super valuable because it would be funny? And he was like, I've read Australian legal law now. Technically, what I'm doing is not illegal because I'm not going to sell them. I am now just an owner of thousands of these. I'm playing Battle Medic today. Gamers are insane. Yeah, this dude also, he didn't invent, but he popularized Gunspy, where you never use your knife. You only ever use your gun. And he was so fond of doing this that he was like, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to walk around Australia dressed up as the spy from Team Fortress 2. You gotta respect it. You really do. Ow. I'm going to play some Battle Medic. No!
The control point is being contested.
Luckily, I have all chat settings turned off because I'm going to be playing the fucking healer class as an attack. The harm assist. Oh, that is so much better than Battle Medic. Oh, I wish that people who played this game 10 years ago had funnier words. Ow. This is from Markiplier. Stole the name, can't remember from who. That's fair. I mean, you're still better than everyone else. The way that the syringe guns fire is so strange. I don't understand it. But I have to learn from Markiplier. For Markiplier. For Markiplier. Ow. I'm fine with that. The healing is not as rewarding as the hurting. True. Healing is a waste of time. What you need to do is kill people yourself. Why keep your allies alive when you can just kill people yourself? There very well could have been a spy at the con I went to on Saturday. If so, he did his job well, as I didn't find it. Fair enough, you know, you've got a point. I have inspired others to take up the harm assist. Be the change you want to see in the world. We are just pelting this poor man with needles. Oh, how? We had the best attacking class in the game. Lesson number 5. I don't know what lesson number 5 is.
It's ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Go in.
Ow.
The control point.
Magical burger wand? The medic is no doubt above biological warfare. This is correct. That's just canon, is the thing. I just realized, is on that bone saw, the Uber saw, is the fucking saw part wood? Everything else is metal. That's so funny. This is what Markiplier would have wanted. You know, it's actually really funny that he mained medic when when he is constantly in the hospital. The LA gangs just won't leave him alone. Oh, I'm being shot. No. They're not war crimes if they haven't been seen before. This is how America has gotten out of literally everything. You know that, right? That is literally why Americans have never been accused of war crimes, because we invent them. We do them, and then we say, okay, no one else can do this. Ow. I got hit with a random crit. No. What? Okay. Oh, it's the Bizarre Bargain. That makes sense. I was like, how? How did they possibly do that fast? It's because they have the what that lets you do that. It's called, if you land enough headshots, you no longer have any weakness.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Oh, shit. Would you trust medic for your healthcare? Yeah, probably. Like, the thing is, he's probably no worse than the average American healthcare, let's be honest. Damn, I didn't tab back in fast enough, and now I'm going to be stuck out of the game for the next 20 minutes. Oh, no, I'm in. These people don't know that I am Markiplier's strongest soldier. Ow. I actually got really close to killing them, damn.
4, 3, 2, 1. The point is now
It
available.
would give you dog kidneys or some shit, but at the same time it would work. Like... Well, I now have... Listen, he definitely performed my gender reassignment surgery, but I'm pretty sure I now have 4 kidneys instead of 2, so... I don't know, I guess that's a benefit? Ah. I don't have a liver anymore. Well, I guess if I don't need it, if he is the doctor after all, so if I don't need it, I don't need it. Steal your skeleton and replace it with a metal one? Good, my bones are terrible. I will take the metal skeleton. Fuck it. Wolverine? Yes, that is technically Wolverine. No, I'm out of needle gun. Give it back. No. Markiplier. Probably honestly give you his healing factor too if you paid him enough. I don't think Medic gets paid. I feel like Medic just like... I feel like he does what he does for the love of the craft. Like, he doesn't have a license. People are out here thinking that I'm going to do any healing to them. Crazy dog. Nah. I am Markiplier's strongest soldier. Various animal and human organs. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, I would be giving him extra organs for the sexual reassignment surgery, so it just makes sense. Ow. He does need materials after all. Yeah. How else is he going to give Scout 5 dicks? Not because Scout asked or anything, he just wanted to do that. Oh, it's kunai, that's why it didn't work. That makes sense. I was like, okay, I've shot you 1,000 times, and You backstabbed me from the front. Was that a kunai? Of course it was. Duh. I'm pretty sure, didn't he give most of the people additional hearts or something? Oh my god, these projectiles are so hard to aim. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Damn. Ah. I believe they got animal hearts to survive. Yeah, that makes sense. No! I was doing so good. I got 3 kills. That's not a bad, not bad for Markiplier's strongest soldier. I am in the ground. Well, sorry, sometimes the names do actually get me. Killing the employees at McDonald's is pretty good. There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. Holy shit, I'm so bad at aiming this. McDonald's in the Pentagon. No! Found a Miku cover of Pentagon McDonald's, hell yeah. I've been following Silly Stu for a long time, so it was really interesting seeing them get, like, super popular because of that song. It's like watching, like, cavemen discover fire for the first time. You're like, holy shit, people are just finding out about this. Medic is everything Elon wishes he could be. I mean, I guess with their, with, like, the Neuralink stuff, yeah. I feel like he just wants to be liked, which is incredibly difficult for him, because, like, he can't help but be a bad person, almost. It's just, like, it's not that hard for people to like you. But, like, you need to be, like, a decent person. And that's where he fails.
Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. The control point is being contested.
You have to not be irredeemably terrible. Yep. Which for some people is just, like, very difficult, and I don't know why. They should not have as many problems as they do. How did none of those hit? Fuck. No! Medic for head of the CDC. Wouldn't be any worse. Probably actually significantly better. The current head of the CDC is like an anti-vaxxer who, like, stole a whale's head and planted a bear carcass in the middle of Central Park. Ow. Difference is Medic's insane ramblings are somehow functional. The issue is, the thing is, Medic was actually at one point a doctor. That's the difference. One is just a weird crank that somehow has not succumbed to the Kennedy curse yet. Despite the fact that he has a literal brain worm. I am the superior medic. Alright, that's it for today. So, thanks for staying and chatting, and, talk to y'all later.